Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Heart to Heart with Shikha, and today's topic is past life regression. I am a hypnotherapist and a past life regressionist, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about what is past life regression and how it is done. Past life is something which is believed by many and not believed by several. So I'm not here to convince you either way, but I'm just going to talk to you about my experiences which I have had with my past lives, and also explain you a few things which I have studied about and experienced. So a lot of religions believe that the soul travels and reincarnates, and this belief comes from whichever religion you believe in, or maybe from your own experiences, irrespective of which religion you belong to. So I am a Hindu, and in our religion it is believed that the soul reincarnates and they carry past life karam or karma, and every life we have to learn lessons based on whatever our experiences were in our past lives. So the past life and this reincarnation of soul, how do we know something like this even exists? So there is no proof in terms of scientific explanation, like we don't have scientific explanation for a lot of things. Similarly, whether the soul reincarnates or not, there is no scientific explanation with that either. But there have been case studies, and there have been people who have experienced this memories from their past lives, and they have proven to be true. Like, for example, when the kids are younger, like before the age of 5, before their conscious mind gets rewritten, and your subconscious gets rewritten by everything you experience in this life, sometimes little kids, they would talk about things which nobody else has taught them in this life. Like, we call them child prodigies. Like a 2-year-old kid would know how to play a piano, or a 3-year-old girl would know how to just dance beautifully, and without any practice, without any training. And these are the kids who, even I believe, and maybe some or many of people believe, that they are carrying these experiences from their previous lives. So this is one kind of an explanation that past lives exist. And then, of course, there have been experiences where kids have claimed that they were somebody like so and so from their past life, and people have gone out and found out those connections were true. And so again, it is something which you believe in or you don't believe in, and nobody should convince you till you have your own experience based on these beliefs. When I was a little girl, I always used to have this connection with a city in India, and it's a city in South, Pondicherry, and I used to tell my mom that, you know what, I used to live in Pondicherry, and I was this European princess. And my mom was like, yeah, of course. And but I just felt like that I knew that place. I've never even visited that place even once till now. I would definitely want to go there one day, and maybe if I look at some place, I'll know, oh my God, I used to live here. But that's in the future. I don't know when I'll be able to go there. But I always felt this very strong connection to this place. And then also at the same time, I also believe that we have these soul connections with people, and we recognize them when we are born. And when we grow up and when we meet these people in this lifetime, like I don't know how many of you have experienced that when you meet somebody and then you're like, I know this person. I just know this person very well, even before you talk to them. And then you establish this connection based on familiarity, and then you might just become very good friends with them. And even some people get married to people and they call them their soulmates. So I also had that experience when I had met my husband, because it almost felt like I had known him forever. It's a different story that later on you realize, no, you don't know this person at all. I'm just kidding. But otherwise, that's true. So there are a lot of these connections which we experience in this lifetime, some good, some bad, and they are based on our previous lives. Also, it seems, and again, I'm talking based on my experience having a past life regression done on myself, and based on my client experiences, that we decide and we plan our life before even we are born on this planet. Like we choose where are we going to be born, we choose who's going to be our life partner, we choose what kind of life we will be living. And then, of course, as we grow older, we are meant to learn all these lessons based on the choices we made before we reincarnated. And if we are able to learn these lessons, then of course, this lifetime becomes easy on us, and we are able to move and have a better lifetime in our next life. And if we don't, then we have to relearn the whole thing. So for example, if I did something, bad, or maybe I promised something to somebody in my previous life, and when I come in this lifetime, I will get associated with that person in some way or the other. And we have to learn whatever lesson they have come to teach us in our life. And I mean, we also teach lessons to other people. So for example, if I had to learn a lesson of spirituality from somebody, so maybe I will meet somebody in this lifetime, and I have, who will teach me the lesson of spirituality and help me find my purpose in this life. And if I am able to comprehend and understand why this person has come into my life and learn that lesson from that person, then that relationship does not become toxic. But if we don't learn the lesson which we have come to learn, then we start suffering with things like negative emotions like jealousy, possessiveness, anger, frustration. So, maybe that person could get associated with us in that toxic way. And when we learn that lesson from this person, then we can cut the cords from this person and move on. But if we don't, then we will be associated with person for whatever lifetime we are supposed to be associated with this person, and keep feeling that frustration and that anger and that binding to this person in a toxic way. So there are soulmates, there are karmic connections, and then there's something known as twin flames. So the soulmates, soul connections or mates, basically, we can have multiple soulmates in each lifetime. And soulmates not necessarily means romantic connections. These could be your best friends, these could be your mentors, your teacher, your family member, your cousins. And then we all have a soul family. Soul family are the people who reincarnate with us over period of lifetimes, and they get connected to us in each lifetime because our soul is to learn and teach lessons mutually, and we get associated with these people over and over and over again. I have a soul family, and I have my cousin and my friends in it, and I am blessed to have a lot of wonderful people around me, and I have managed to understand the significance of each of these relationships in my life, more so after my past life regression. And I'm doing my due diligence and making sure that I am able to learn from them, or if I am supposed to give back to them in some way or the other, then I am doing that too. As far as karmic connections are concerned, karmic connections are usually again based on the karma. So if you have something you owed to somebody in terms of karma, then you are again put in a relationship with these people, and you either have to clear that karma off them. Now, there is good and bad karma. So if I was nice to somebody in my past lifetime and they were not nice to me, then I would say that they would come back into this lifetime with me, and they would give back to whatever they owed me from that lifetime and be that good person in this lifetime. And when I need help, then they would just appear out of nowhere because I had done some good karma with them in my past lifetime, and they would help me out in this. And then there are those karmic relations which are based off on bad karma. Again, we make these soul contracts. So if I owed a debt to somebody from my previous lifetime, then I say, okay, I will associate with you in my next lifetime for 10 years or 12 years or whatever number of years, or 2 years. And in those 2 years, I'm going to repay your debt. And once the debt gets repaid and you still continue to be with that person, then that relationship becomes a little more toxic, and because then the universe wants you to move away or move on from that relationship. So many a times which people experience, and as I said that based on what my clients' experiences have told me, that they got married, everything was perfect, and then 5 years down the line, things started changing rapidly for them, and they are not able to understand why their spouse became so toxic towards them, like literally toxic to the level of that it was difficult to stay under one roof. And then we did the past life regression, and then it was realized that their soul contract was only for that limited period of time. And so when the time ended, the relationship became very toxic. So these are the kind of lessons which we find out about when we do the past life regression, and we see that which relationships are meant for what reason in this current lifetime. Now, how does past life regression happen? So past life regression is basically, I work with my clients, I send them into a state of hypnosis, and it is a deeper state of hypnosis, and they are able to visualize and see their past life memories. So you have to have some sort of visualization. Now, many people ask me, and I also used to wonder, is it something which we are just seeing because we want to see that and we want to experience that, and we are just making this up? But no, that's not true. Because when I experienced my past life regression, I saw things which were very difficult to imagine, and which were very difficult to even think about. But when doing my past life regression, I found out that I would not think about these things in a normal way, and they showed up. And then also with my clients, they have experienced or seen people whom they were not thinking about normally, and they showed up in their past life regression, and they were like, I did not think this person was supposed to be like this in this lifetime. And so we don't recognize those people, and they don't look like how they look like in their current lifetime, but those are the soul energies, and we recognize them and we see them, and we are able to tell who this person is. And every client has a very different kind of experience when they do the past life regression. And they learn a lot about their current lifetime during these regressions, and they understand why something like this is happening in their current life. I will give you an example from my past life regression. So I have been having these unexplained pains for a very long time, and then it was found out that I was having fibromyalgia, which is pain of the muscles, and it was very intense kind of pain. I'm like, where is this even coming from? And when I got my past life regression done from Irina, I found out that in my lifetimes there were like 200 of those lifetimes where I was brutally murdered or thrown over a cliff and things like that. And then I realized, oh my God, this is where all this pain is coming from. And then she did that spiritual healing for me, and believe me or not, but then since then I stopped my medication, and I never experienced any kind of fibromyalgia pain ever again. It is weird, but it is true. So again, it is up to you what you want to believe in. I believe that there is past life. I believe that you can see things in your past life regression. And if you believe that in this current lifetime there is something unexplained, and there is something that is happening in your life, maybe a relationship, or maybe some unexplained medical issue, then definitely I would suggest that you can go and have a past life regression done and see if you can find something from your past life which is having all that memories, all that trauma in your current life, and if you can make your life better. I found that my purpose of this life was to be a spiritual healer when I did my past life regression, and I found out that I was a spiritual healer in Sri Lanka. And strangely enough, I merged with that version of myself, and I brought back a talent which was so unknown to me. I can do all of that, and I think if you believe in that, then I'm sure there is something in that past life of yours you can bring to this lifetime which can help you. So if you want to know more about past life regression, because there is a lot more to be known, then definitely you can get in touch with me, and I can have a free 30-minute video call with you and tell you more about past life regression and how I do it. And yeah, sure. So it was wonderful talking to all of you once again. And I hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. So take care, have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And stay tuned in for more videos where I will be talking about other things, some unexplained phenomena, some explained. So take care, lots of love, and take care, guys. Bye.